Mm-hmm. Harmonic Prodigy. That's an auto include that goes right there with Balmore because it makes his shit double trigger. The Scalding Viper. So if a Balmore, he's a bird wizard, right? Yeah, but he doesn't have an ability. He has a static ability. He doesn't trigger. So the triggered abilities. So the bird wizard. So like Balmore, when you cast an instant or sorcery, he gets plus creatures you control get +1/+0, right? Yeah, yeah, +1/+0. So if that triggers with Harmonic Prodigy out, you actually get +2/+0. It triggers twice. Is he because he's a bird wizard, right? Yeah. That, so Harmonic Prodigy is going to stay in there no matter what. Medium. I know what Scalding Viper is. I almost put him in this other one, and so that's where like if you were gonna maybe cut some cards for other cards, that's one of those ones that would be like he might be on the chopping block. I like him because he's an instant and sorcery and he's a creature, so it's nice because you can use him for two things. But yep, instant and sorcery make a 1/1. Has a triggered ability. The triggered ability, yeah, yeah. So you make two of those. What is that guy called? Okay. Emeritus. Yeah, I think he's good. Oh yeah, yeah, that dude's great. He stays in. Yep. When this creature attacks for each opponent, you make a fucking creature token as a copy of this creature. Instant sorcerers. He's yeah. The cool thing is that I guess when he attacks, you make a fucking you would those dudes wouldn't even matter. It's you're gonna get a benefit from the myriad. So you'll have four everything like if you have or you attack and then you'd make three of them total. You'd make two plus the original. So all your instant and sorceries will cost three less in battle. And then sorceries have flash. So you can cast fucking fatty sorceries in the middle of battle and they're cheaper, which is that'll be fucking super nice if when you get down to some of this shit, if you got like big ass board wipes or one sided board wipes or whatever. So that guy's actually legit. Yep, makes drakes. Yep, and he's a wizard or sorry, merfolk wizard. Yeah, yeah. So you make two drakes exactly. I literally have like half of those creatures in that fucking Saruman deck. Talrand's in there, Harmonic Prodigy's in there, Balmore, all those fucking people. Yeah. Gandalf the Grey. Yeah. Gandalf's cool. Comes out. Yeah, that dude is a huge he like exponentially helps because even with Gandalf, the I see where he was going with this because Gandalf gets put back on the top of your owner's library, so you're gonna get the first three things to do. You tap, run, tap a permanent, deal three to an opponent, copy an instant sorcery, and then the fourth fucking time you're gonna end up putting it back on top. Then he's gonna come back and he's gonna do that shit again. And if you have harmonic prowess means whenever you cast a non creature spell, that creature gets plus one until end of turn. And so if you have like with Narset, she has prowess, and then she gives my creatures prowess, and so like it makes them have like if one already has prowess, they get double, and then if I have what's his name out, they get quadruple. So as soon as I cast a fucking, I'm gonna pay one blue to draw a card. Everybody that I control gets plus four plus zero. Yeah. So that's it's gonna be money double. It's gonna be money. This is a lot of this looks like it's determined by how many instants and sorceries that you have that are gonna be your win cons. Because really these guys are just copy this shit, copy it, make it cheaper, copy it. And it's like, okay, so how are you winning? Well, once we're probably we can keep going through the creatures, but that's what I'm seeing right now. That's what it's looking like. Is that Blister Coil weird? Niv, yeah. I already looked at him. Yeah. Haroon. Oh, Malik. Let me go. DK. Is it Paragon or Reforged? Is it Paragon? Oh, yeah, that's that guy. That guy's good. It's kind of expensive. Oh, Vika's good. You create X goblins where X is at CMC. Yeah. Oh, Vika's fucking sick. Melik could probably fucking come out. Who knows? Depends. It depends on what your shit is. I need to see the instant and sorceries now. Okay. Yeah. Grape shot. You're gonna storm off. Okay, whatever. Go ahead. Storm is a thing that it says on the bottom of Grape Shot. Grape Shot deals one damage to any target, but for every spell that's been cast before that spell this turn, copy that spell. Draw three cards, and then they're gonna activate the ability to up there and draw two cards, and then they're gonna cast this fucking thing and untap three lands and draw two cards, and then they're gonna cast this other thing and draw two cards and cast an artifact that gives them mana, and then cast some other bullshit, and they're gonna end up casting fucking six spells, and then they'll fucking hit Grape Shot, and then they'll copy fucking Grape Shot. So say I've caught you cast seven fucking spells, and then you cast Grape Shot, and then you copy fucking Grape Shot. It's gonna deal seven and then eight to each opponent. You know what I mean? So, but you got to be able to do that. That's yeah. Storm. So imagine you had that Grape Shot in your hand. You have a couple lands out. and you have a couple instants and sorceries. Storm literally goes off a count. So I cast my first spell, storm count is at 1. You cast your second spell, storm count goes to 2. Then when you cast, say now I'm going to cast the Grape Shot. Boom. Cool. I cast Grape Shot. Storm count is now at 3. It's going to copy this spell for every spell that's been cast this turn. So now Grape Shot's going to be copied 3 other times and deal 4 damage instead of 1. Yeah. And so now that seems insignificant because 4 damage isn't ever going to really win you the game, especially if that's like one of your win cons. But if you can play a lot of fucking like this guy, the Melik, if you have a bunch of mana out and all your shit costs way less, right? If you got that, make less. Yeah. What you're trying to do is you're going to play a million fucking spells in combat. You can play them from the top of your library. They're going to be cheaper. They're going to be cheaper from that Myriad guy. They're going to be cheaper from Ral, from Goblin Electromancer, all that shit. And if this guy's out, the Melik is at Paragon, you can cast instant and sorcery spells from the top of your library, and whenever you do, you copy them. So now all of a sudden, when you're in combat and that dude makes your shit way cheaper, you're casting these big ass bombs for, okay, I'm going to pay 1 blue instead of the 4 it is, and cast this from the top of my library. I'm going to fucking copy it. I'm going to cast this from the top of my library. I'm going to copy it. Now you're exponentially doubling the storm counters. So all of a sudden, what you're trying to do is in combat, if you had Melik and that fucking other guy out, you could make a copy of that one dude that makes it all cheap. I don't know if you could copy Melik, that would be amazing too, because then you would have 2 instances of copy that fucking spell. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you literally just win the game with fucking Grape Shot. Because every time you cast a spell, you copy it twice. Every spell you cast is 3, and you can just rip them off the top of your deck. So that's pretty fucking cool. Okay, keep going. What is that, draw? Go back to, what was the other one? Flood Recollection. I lost you for a second, so Flood of Recollection from your graveyard to your hand. Fair, whatever. Okay. Anger of the Gods. That's good. Yeah, Anger of the Gods, I feel like it's good, especially when you can fucking, if you're going to be able to copy that shit, bam, 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 bam. You know, all of a sudden deal 9 to the fucking everybody. Okay, and what is bonus round? Is that another fucking combat or some shit? Wow. Yeah. Okay. This is, you just have to position yourself with this deck. Like you could sit there and you just have a bunch of mana, and like I said, it's like bonus round. All of a sudden, boom, you're gonna copy it, and then you have Melik out, and you can play a spell. You're gonna copy it, and then you're gonna copy it. So every like if you had Melik and play. Yeah, it's getting a lot of your value is going to come from playing a bunch of spells in one turn, and it's you're going to draw, you're going to draw, you're going to keep drawing. You might have some counter spells, you might make some little dudes here and there, but for the most part, you're going to set up and poise to fucking strike in one fucking turn. It's kind of glass cannon, yeah. It's not glass cannon because that's more like Voltron, but it's nice. It's nice because at the end, like one counter spell is not going to save them because Grape Shot's going to get copied a million times, you know. But it's shitty because well, they keep going with their instants and sorceries. Anyways, okay, okay, you got it. Yeah, do you think? Voracious Felby's got to go in there.
IBS.
Yeah, the Ibs. The Ibby shakes. I got the Ibby surge. Hit it Tsugu. This guy coming out. That's right. Bringing in some big dudes. Bringing in the big dogs. I like that. I'm about to put that one in there too. Body dropper coming out for break. Look at this shit, Sadie.
No.
Yes.
No.
Straightening your hair, you have to look while you're straightening your hair.
I'm looking at
This is the homeboy, the Ravenous Chupacabra. Okay. Somebody was like, fuck that Chupacabra. And so they shot him with an arrow. And he came back as a spirit of the echo Chupacabra. Fuckers. People are like, look what they did to my boy. Who the fuck did this? So, 2 Chupacabras in the deck. Just nice. Chupacabra tribal. It's funny. It's funny things. It's funny old things. Lively Dirge. I don't even care about Oversoul Cemetery, honestly. Oh, okay, good. We'll just call it out. Vermin Warfare, get the fuck out of there. Where you at? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Clear the mind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah, you flip a coin multiple times. I think it would only yield you one turn. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it would. I don't think because it would all see the same one. It's almost like when you explore and you know like each creature you control explores and it's like well I know it's they're all going to explore the same fucking card. I'm going to leave it there. They're all going to get a +1 on there. You know, like it's not going to see it won't go and say okay now next card or because after this one it would be fulfilled. It would fulfill that. You know. Yeah. Well, um, depends on what you're using. If you're going to copy it with a spell, you have to respond to that spell on the stack and copy it. Yes. Um, no, but you could copy it, and it could be beneficial because um, no matter what, you're still only going to get one turn. So one copy of it really ensures, just like casinos and shit, it's a 50-50 chance, right? So if you get two chances to do the same thing and they're 50-50, it's a good chance you're at 100%. You have a really good chance of taking another turn. Asinine antics. Is that sick? If you can, it makes them a 1-1. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can, it's for 6. You can play it as an instant, but then so like imagine you got that fucking one dude out, um, that says you can play them as instant or they're just cheaper. Fuck it. The myriad guy, like you could play this for it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if you had 3 copies, it would end up being fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. It would end up being the same price. Any other dude's making it cheaper, but you'd be able to play this for like maybe 2 fucking blue. And mid attacks while you're attacking, they're like, well, I'm just gonna block with all my guys. You're like, all right, well, cool. I can play sorceries at instant speed, and this is only gonna cost me 2 blue. All your fucking guys are 1/1s after you declare blockers before damage is dealt. Yeah. So it's really nice to all of a sudden it just shrinks them. Honey, I shrunk your fucking creatures. That's a that Yeah, it's just X and X and X. Oh no, X where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. Yeah. Okay. Return all non-land permanents. Oh, return all permanents of the color of your choice. So there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Mizzix's mastery is sick. There, that one with grape shot wins because you just go you're casting a bunch of instant and sorcery spells, and then you just exile. You pay its overload cost, and instead of you replace instead of target with each, you replace the word target with each. So you once you put a bunch of shit in your graveyard, you just exile all of those and cast all of those for free. And then the last one is fucking grape shot. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Yeah, dude, a lot of this stuff I feel like it's gonna be weird for you, and you'll have to learn how to play the fucking control side. But you're gonna play a lot of stuff on other people's turns if you're comfortable with that. Ooh, I'm including two dickhead guys in my in my what? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you'll have to be like, okay, untap and land for turn and pass. And then you just let them go, and you're like, all right. They're like, fuck, all you have is counters? And then you're like, no, I'm just gonna cast all this shit. Draw 7 cards on your turn. That way you don't have to go with the restrictions and fucking. Yeah, that is one thing I'm noticing. There's not a lot of fucking counter spells. Yeah, so maybe there's some instant. Rise of the Tides. Rise from the Tides. Okay. That's fucked. Just all forests. It's pretty fucked. Kind of. People hate land destruction, but I was honestly last night. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I think I'm gonna build a land destruction deck. So I'm cool with it. I'm good. Damn. Damn. What's up, guys? I came up here to take a shower. Okay. And Trips now coming up here to take a poop. Yeah, because there's two. That's fine. That's fine. You can take a shower and you can go to the bathroom. You both need to cut your fingernails. I don't want to hear no whining. Turn this video down. I love you guys. Sorry.
But the switch isn't supposed to be in there. Well, I'm taking a shower.
All right, I'll get it out in a minute, buddy. Anyways, okay. Search to victory. I'm wondering what the fuck instant you're gonna fucking search for with that one. It says search your library for a blue instant card. You know what I'm talking about? That one that's I'm like, what do you fucking search? I'm waiting for a blue bomb that you're just gonna search for, and it's this is a red fucking. Yeah. Search to victory. Yeah, I have. This was. I almost put this in that fucking one. Yeah. That one's kind of good, I think. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Because you could just cast that fucking one where you take another turn. Reverse Rebuke, yeah. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck is High Tide? Oh, yeah. Yep. I know that. Yep. There it is. High Tide. That's the one you're searching for. Because it's going to give you double blue. That's the one you search, you get High Tide, you make double your mana. His guys call me, motherfuckers is calling. Cow's cabinets.
I just want to brag to you that Sage made a 3 and a couple other lay-ins.
Good.
And I was screaming at him, and I was like, Sage, it's not a hot potato. You power dribble, you go up and shoot it. And
Yeah.
he finally did it, and he missed it. He looked at me, I said, I don't give a shit if you miss them. Shoot them. One will eventually go in.
Mm-hmm.
So he did good today.
Good. Fuck yeah.
I'm building his confidence.
Yeah.
I told Keegan, I said, I'm done with this, only giving it to fucking your favorites, which is Gabe and Lucas, and shitting on race and stuff. I was like, I'm done with it. Sage needs the confidence. That's the whole reason why he came to this team.
Yeah.
Get him the ball.
Yeah, you're exactly right there. It's because I was talking to somebody the other day, and I'm like, yeah, it sucks because dude, a lot of the kids are like fillers, so the other kids can get good, or so whether they're tired. Then
yeah,
it's balls.
No, Sage did good today, and I've kept telling Steven, needs the confidence, keep him in, he can do it.
Good. Fuck yeah.
And then Sage tried the thing yesterday. He was like, well, I should be playing over Lucas. I go, you should be playing over Rory. And he goes, well, his shots are better than mine. I said, okay, when they gave him one job and said, only get the ball to Rory so he can shoot, yeah, he made those shots. I go, but he can't play defense. If he's not shooting, he doesn't know, he throws the ball away, turns it over all the time. Like, you're better than them.
Yeah.
You need to understand you are better.
Yeah, and he played on the fucking one Lucas's team for so long that it's like, dude, you were in these situations, bro. You just need to rise to the goddamn occasion.
He doesn't have the confidence to go up. He thinks I'm gonna miss it.
Yep.
Yelled at, and I'm like, dude, just keep.
Yep.
But I'm working on it with him, and he did really good. He sunk a 3 today.
Good. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. Did you guys win?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, it was against 6th graders, and they did good. And we only have 6 kids here, so they did really good.
Good.
And then Kevin decided to put Sokoa in. Sokoa should have been pulled, so then we won by fucking 2 points. because he left Zakoa in there. And so then she was mad, and she's like, Zakoa should have been pulled out. He doesn't know what to do. And I was like, I get it, because Zakoa's really good, and he needs to be challenged, but at the same time, you almost like broke these kids' spirits having them lose to a bunch of sixth graders because you wanted to fucking be cocky with your own kid. Like, it isn't about your kid at this point. It's about the team, and they needed that confidence boost.
Don't we have enough people, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are counting Zakoa, there's 7.
Yeah. Okay. So that was just like a meme. Like.
It was just like he was, I don't know.
Yeah.
He said that, like, if we didn't have a 5th person, he would play him, but then he played him, and I was
Yeah.
just like,
When we have
he's
7
on his
people.
own team.
Exactly. On top of that, I'm like, I told Sadie, I'm like,
if we're losing to like 30, right? Put him in. Cool.
sure, just for so he can brag on the bus. But I'm like, at what point I'm like, Sadie, you guys are doing pretty damn good, and that little kid's kind of a baller when it comes down to it, like in the class to class.
Why is Sadie letting that guy run over her?
No, she's not. She's not. They're
Yesterday, apparently the parents were pissed because Zakoa was draining the buckets, and he fucking pulls him out because his kid wasn't shining. I heard it from other parents, not his parents.
I don't know. I'll ask
And
her.
I was like, Sadie allowed that? And they're like, dude, he's like taking over.
she said she doesn't want a lot of the in-game responsibility because she feels like she gets a lot of the like backlash or whatever from the kids or whatever. I don't know.
It's a confidence thing for her too.
But she said that two things, that they were working on breaking the press, and that they did good yesterday, and that something about she played a lot more of Zakoa.
Yeah, and then he would pull Zakoa out.
And I don't know. I wasn't there because
Me neither.
Trip has herpes.
He doesn't have herpes. I think he has impetigo. Is the rash better or no?
It's like that, or like there's like roseola or some shit that's like after a fever that happens kind of. It kind of went away. It's like a little bit on his back, but it's fine now.
Did you do some Benadryl?
Yeah, we did Benadryl.
Yeah. Told you. If the Benadryl gets it away, it's a viral thing. One of my kids had it actually, and we had to do like a week straight of Benadryl and keep saying like, dude, we've been doing the Benadryl. It gets better and then comes back, and it's every 4 hours of Benadryl. Like, this is crazy. So they did steroids to get rid of it. But one of my kids had that virus.
Yeah.
It was like random. It was Benny, and it was like out of nowhere, his body would be covered in hives. And we're like, what the fuck?
You're ballooning. You're ballooning.
Yeah, but around his mouth, I'm almost positive that's impetigo, and you got to use the cream that I put in the little bag.
Well, and it's like you said, I'm a firm believer of, because you Google certain things, I'll get like bumps on my hands and they fucking hurt and they don't come from nothing. And it's like, what the fuck are these little bumps? And they're like, well, if you have an infection in your body, it'll bounce around from lymph node to lymph node and shit like that.
It'll manifest
different fucking ways. You get an ear infection, you get an eye infection, you get fucking,
that's why I'm thinking that this rash is a manifestation of the impetigo around his mouth.
Yeah, and so I think, I really think he needs a fucking Z-Pack and to drink some fucking water.
I
cut his fingernails.
He needs a boost of steroids and an antibacterial medication.
Get him on the roids. Dude,
seriously, they need to do like azithromycin or even penicillin. Except Sadie's allergic to it. So
yeah, so she'd be weird. But azithromycin's fucking the stock shit, right? That's the same shit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Azithromycin's a little stronger. That's why they don't like to do it, because then you get MRSA, right?
Because it compromises your fucking immune system?
No, what it is because it's a stronger medication that kills most things. That's how things, you're not going to get MRSA from it. It's just that's how they try to stop the MRSA coming, because MRSA's antibiotic resistant.
Yeah.
And so giving you something that kills everything eventually is not going to work against the one thing that manifests into something else.
I'm gonna keep
But
the
he does need a dose of azithromycin and probably a dose of steroids.
And a smack in the back of the head.
And that muciprocin cream. He's going to need that for the impetigo. You probably should just make him a doctor's appointment and tell them.
That's what.
Hey, we've been fighting this rash
I know.
for a month now. It comes and goes. Pretty sure it's impetigo. You know, we've used cream.
I'm gonna lie to the people. I'll be like, I keep getting it on my wiener, all over.
No, because then they'll treat it for like a yeast infection. Or
Oh God, yeah, you're right.
So
Okay.
don't say anything.
No
about your
yeast
wiener.
is
CPS.
Yeah, they're like, you're sexually abusing your kid. Oh my god, how'd he get it?
It's on your wiener in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Don't fucking do that.
All right. Abort mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to be more of an advocate when you go in and say, listen, this isn't sudden. We have been fighting this for a long time. He needs something. And just be a little more aggressive with him.
Yeah.
Don't get Dr. Henderson if you do, because he's a little bitch, too.
The dude that I got was a younger guy.
With cross eyes?
No, just normal eyes.
Okay. The cross-eyed guy is the guy you gotta watch for.
But this was over at Kaiser.
Oh, you don't go to Chaminade Listen?
No.
Okay, well
I
then,
have to take my
just be a little more aggressive when you go in and say, hey, this isn't new. We've been fighting it. His mouth literally hasn't been better. It's like we get it.
It goes
away,
back and
but it's
forth.
Never,
Yep.
It's never all the way gone.
Yeah, and it's always a fucking cough or a runny nose or a fucking, you know, it's either his shit goes away around his mouth and he's got a fucking cough again and it's went into his throat.
Yeah.
You know.
But so he has not been better.
And when we took him to the doctors, remember we were talking about this shit like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
That he had they checked his whole body for a rash. And that was going to be like one of the fucking indicators. And it's like, okay, all of a sudden it's not an indicator. Like he's got a fucking rash now. Like give me my $70 back or whatever the fuck it was.
Right?
Yeah. But
No, you need to use Ciprocin for his mouth and ask for azithromycin.
okay.
That's what'll cure him.
Okay. All right. What did you guys?
Dude, you can literally call me when you're at the doctor, pretend like I'm hurt, like send me a text and be like, pretend like you're Sadie.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like,
I'm at the doctor's.
no, listen here. He's been sick for a month and a half. We've done everything, blah, blah, and I'll fucking verbally attack him for you through the speakerphone.
Good. That's what my mom used to do. That's what my mom would get shit done. She'd freak
I
out.
work in the medical field. I know how it works.
Okay.
Why do you think when Jaden tore his meniscus, I fucking already had his shit. He was already at an ortho, and they're like, "You already?" And I was like, "You guys are fucking idiots."
I already
Like,
know.
you have to have so many appointments and an X-ray before you get transferred for the
To
MRI.
determine the
Like,
simple shit.
so you guys are like waiting and seeing your doctor. Well, you have to have so many visits. Well, guess what? I fucking called the doctor's office on my way to the ER and made the appointment for the next day. So ER's visit 1, doctor's visit 2. We had the X-ray at the ER. So guess what? Visit 3 was straight to the ortho. Not 6 weeks later, dumbass.
Craziness.
Yeah, I know how to work the system because I worked in it.
Okay. Well, another game at 12. You got another game at 12?
Yeah, I fed him. We went and got JoJo's.
Okay, good. Did he pay for his own JoJo's? I gave him fucking money.
No. He goes, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Listen,
Okay.
it's 3 day. We eat whatever the fuck you want, bro.
All right,
Get
as
a
long as
pop if you want."
as long as he was like offered to pay, because I'm like, look, this isn't for fucking Skittles and bullshit, brother. This is for fucking hot dogs and oatmeal and good food.
No, I fed him gas station. I said,
Which-
"Let's fuel your bodies with some grease, boys. Let's go."
Yeah, you'd be all slippery and fucking boom, 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 breaking ankles out there. Still the
And then
gravy
he
and
was
grease.
gonna get a Mountain Dew, and then he goes, "I don't know if I want the bubbles," so he switched to a Powerade.
Good
I'm like,
man.
"Dude, you have an hour. You're fucking fine.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
You're
Burp,
young and
burp
growing."
one
And
time.
then he goes, "When should I take my B12 for energy?" I
Yeah.
said, "You can take it whenever you want." I said, "Are you taking a vitamin D too?" And he goes, "No." I go, "Well, your body can't absorb B12 unless your vitamin D levels are high, so you might want to get one of those too." And he's like, "Damn it." I was like, "You can't just take it and think it's gonna go through your cells. Your body has to be."
He drinks a ton of milk. He's good.
That has nothing to do with it.
Fuck off. He gets a lot of sun.
Not now. That's why I told Sadie, when you guys fight, it's a pattern, and you guys usually don't get along during the winter months. And she goes, "Wait, you're right." I go, "It's a pattern with you guys," and I go, "And I guarantee you, it's because James is from California. His vitamin D level goes low in the winter because we live in this shithole. Like lately, we've had more sun than normal." I was like, "But no, you need to start planning your family trips to go absorb some rays in the winter time."
Yeah, I do. I need a glass roof so I can just sleep under the sun.
You need to take vitamin D in the winter.
What the fuck was that? What's that weird noise?
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm gonna go back in.
All right, Couch Cabinets, good shit.
Bye.
Bye. All right, sorry about that, Tony. Sorry. That's Charlie. She's the half coach for the my kids' team for Sage's team, and today they were doing some dumb bullshit. They have a game at 2 and 4, but then they're like, hey, we have a game at 10 and 12 to cover fucking this dude's ass, and it's like I'm not fucking going to any of this shit, dude. So I have to go at 2. I'm going at 2. That's in like fucking 2.5 hours, so we're fine. Resculpt. Was that doing? Yeah, Beast Within. Baller, but it's exile. I like that. Yeah, return a favor. Okay. Yeah. So you can do both of them or one of them, whatever you know. But yeah, you can copy somebody else's spells, or an activated ability, or a triggered ability, which is badass. So you could cast this and copy prowess and give this motherfucker prowess again, and then it would resolve double resolve. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. You can hold priority. You could cast a spell and then respond to that spell. Say you cast a opt to draw a card, and your fucking dude's gonna trigger, and you're gonna say, okay, with that trigger on the stack, I'm gonna cast this and respond to that fucking trigger, and it gets another fucking cast thing, and then it's boom boom. You can just like stack the prowess. It's pretty cool. The other one is obviously just changing the target of a fucking spell or ability, which is nice because somebody's gonna tap them and destroy target tapped creature, like with this fucking Royal Assassin. You can say, actually, I'm gonna respond and I'm gonna change the target of that ability to your own commander. Badass. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a couple that you could tutor for, because you could tutor for that reality shift. You could tutor for that counter spell. Does that tutor an instant? Oh, it's sorcery. Flood of Recollection. No, that's return target instant sorcery from your graveyard. What's the other one? It's down here somewhere. Tides, Wash Out, Asinine. Where is it? It's like way down here. Where's the Merchant Scroll? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Badass.
That's a good one. Choose one if you control a wizard. Choose two. That one's good. Big score. What's eighth rise? Baller. Small amount of counter that you can tutor for with some of the shit, and you got some draw. You could also tutor that fucking Aetherize and return all attacking creatures to their owner's hands, which is kind of nice. But it's a lot of big setting up your turns. Lots of setting up your turns, setting up what you're gonna do, and being fucking sneaky. You'll have to just play it with like me, you, Ted, and Dead, and that way we can fucking explain like I'm five through it. Yeah. But I'd be able to help you walk through. That's why I play these games because I want to see the interactions of the fucking cards. And some of these, like the shit as I declare the fucking shit happening, it's like this is all a surprise to me too, motherfuckers. you know, I had no idea this was gonna happen. I planned on, like I didn't look at all these cards at once and be like, oh damn, so this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. But instead of me like my shit, I have so many creatures, I have it all out in front of me. You're gonna have shit hidden. You're gonna be looking at shit in your graveyard, and and like, okay, I'm gonna play this, return this to my hand. I'm gonna search my shit for this. I'm gonna have this. Go to your turn. I'm gonna leave all my mana open. At the end of your turn, you're gonna do all that shit, and then move to your turn, do nothing. Maybe search for that fucking Aetherize. Let them attack. Return all their shit. Next turn, you fucking flash shit back. Go get a different spell. Take two turns. It's gonna be a lot of thought and a lot of waiting and seeing how they're playing and shit. But there's not a lot of life game. Yeah, I think I could play a game if we can bust one out real quick. I gotta be there in 2 hours. Let me go make sure with Sadie and see what she's doing. Okay.